Meeting commenced at 2 p.m. exactly.
I'll second that.
Yes, with interview subject Matt Tong. Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yeah, not bad. A bit tired, but...
Yeah. Why are you tired?
You know, I've spent all last night kind of cruising around, you know, looking for tramps to, you know, beat up and whatnot. It's quite tiring.
Yes.
But, you know, that's what I do to let off steam.
Sure. Interesting.
Drumming's not enough for me anymore.
Make a few notes.
But can't contain my burgeoning anger.
The tribalness that comes out on the drums has to come out on a few innocent tramps every now and then.
And you know, and itinerant household pets.
Right. Any particular favourites?
I like to punch a hamster every now and then, and you know, if hit a cat with a kind of a brick.
Sure. In a sock or stocking? Or just freestyle?
Just freestyle. Like, you know, if I launch one out of a car window, you know, if it connects, that's great. You know, more points for me. But if not, then.
Enjoy the noise like it's a crash cymbal, I would assume.
Yes.
Excellent. One of my real first questions was actually going to be, now I wanted to verify this to see if it was actually true, that one of your first bands was called Button Moon.
You've clearly been on Wikipedia.
Yes I have.
No, it wasn't Button Moon. I mean, I don't even want to talk about this on TV.
All right.
Less the person. I know who put it up there. The singer obviously made a page for his claim to fame, I'm sure. But no, it was
bloody lie, wasn't it?
No, it was. I came back from university, and my brother at school was in this band, and they needed a bass player, so I decided it'd be quite funny to play the bass in this band. But yeah. In absence of any kind of pyrotechnics, I thought it'd be quite funny, and yeah, it'd be quite funny to kick a loaf of bread off the stage during all the songs, and all the slices were kind of aimed back at the singer's direction. He never really forgave me for that.
Bastard. No, the only reason I asked is that I was talking about it yesterday, so I kind of saw it and went, oh.
One of my first bands was called, if I recall rightly, Anesthesia, and I think I was 14, nearly 15 when we played a show. It consisted solely of Offspring, Metallica, and Nirvana covers. It was one of those kind of bands.
Nice.
Yeah.
What, did you play drums in that band?
Yeah, I played drums in that band really, really badly. Nearly as badly as I play now. But
I don't know about that. But you're very accomplished on like the guitar, piano.
No.
Not accomplished.
I'm all right.
Maybe guitar.
I get around. I mean, there probably was a time when you know, my guitar skills could have rivaled that of Joe Satriani or something. But yeah, I'm afraid I abandoned the six string in favour of a drum kit.
What was the main driving factor for that?
What was the
sort of main driving factor to sort of just focus on the drums?
When I moved to London, I wanted to play guitar in a band, but I could never find anyone to play drums, and eventually I gave up and just started playing drums.
Yeah.
And then the rest, as I say, is history.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the way of a lot of bands. It's like you've got all the other components, but it's so bloody hard to find a good drummer.
Yeah. Well, especially in England, I think, because there just isn't kind of, you know, you don't get the space to rehearse. You know, in America, America always seems to produce a lot of great drummers, and I think, you know, they have a lot more space, and they have basements and they have garages where they can rehearse. You don't really get that, especially in a place like London. You can't. The kind of money a musician earns, there's no way you can find a place where you can rehearse, you know, where you live.
Because you're also living on everyone's doorstep over there, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty
London
much.
Yeah. So it's you either play out in a club or. I mean, do you get somewhere to practice? Is there anywhere you can go?
I haven't practiced since. I haven't practiced for nearly 10 years now. Unfortunately, you know, just circumstance really. If I had more space, I definitely would do. Would be nice to actually try and figure out what I'm doing. But Pretty much. I'm restricted to like the kind of hour and a half we spend on stage every night.
So that's your practice and
Pretty much it,
everything in one go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. You get to do it in front of thousands of people. How did you? Like you guys have sort of formed Bloc Party as Bloc Party. 2003 was it?
I think 2003 was when we played our first show. As the four of us. They were all called Union back then.
Yeah. I was gonna touch on that. You've had a few.
We've had a few
interesting names.
We've had a few band names. Before I joined the band was called The Age Range, but then we became Union when I joined. And around the time of, I think it was mid 2003, we discovered there was another band called Union,
right,
playing bigger shows than we were, and to avoid mix-up, we would just change the name. But then subsequently they disappeared and have never been heard of since. So it almost feels like it was an act of, it was an act of God or something.
Yeah. How did you guys all find each other? I saw something somewhere. An enemy ad was put out at one point. Not for you.
I think Gordon was an enemy ad. Kelly and Russell kind of had mutual friends and kind of grew up in a similar area of London. I found the guys on an internet chat room.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Dungeons and Dragons like chat room. We were talking about a bit of gaming, and then kind of moved on to music, and then realised that even though we didn't have anything in common musically, it'd be quite interesting to meet up during a Dungeons and Dragons sesh and maybe have a rehearsal or something. And it kind of came from there.
Wow. It's a great story, I like that.
Well, yeah,